There will be a buzz in this building tonight as one of the biggest stars in the NHL returns to the ice. It's the Lightning and the Calgary Flames live right here on Bally Sports. And good evening, everybody. Dave Randolph with you alongside Brian Engblom. Brian, he's back. Nikita Kucherov will play tonight, his first game since October 16th. The Lightning have done remarkably well despite that massive hole in their lineup, but everybody's thrilled to see him back tonight.
Yeah, he is back, and every defenseman in the National Hockey League just went to DEFCON 5. Nikita Kucherov is one of the most talented players I've really ever seen. But he's got the puck on his stick. He's looking at things that happened before, that are going to happen, and he makes things happen. He's got a tremendous shot. But it's the plays that he makes, the no-look passes, his ability to turn the game on its ear. The fear factor that he puts in all defensemen on the other side of the ice is something to behold out there. On the power play, everything runs through Kuch. When it comes across to him, his one-timer is outstanding. The pass across to Steven Stamkos is absolutely deadly. It's going to be fun. There's a different energy with Kuch in the lineup.
And tonight they face a team that's one of the top teams in the West in the Calgary Flames. They're having a great season, especially on the road, and they're having a fantastic season from their top winger, Johnny Gaudreau.
Yeah, Johnny Gaudreau's got 14 goals, 37 points already, and he's a better, more well-rounded player than he's ever been probably in his career. You can credit Daryl Sutter, his coach, I think, who's been on him, but that's great stuff. Playing well defensively, he's a plus 22, which is really unusual for Gaudreau, who's got a great shot and is a terrific playmaker. And welcome back, Blake Coleman. What a hockey player he was for the Tampa Bay Lightning for 2 years. Talk about clutch goals that he scored for the Lightning. Lightning don't want to see those clutch goals tonight. Goals have not been easy for Blake so far this season. He's only got 5 goals. He scored about 14 last year for the Lightning. But you know Coleman's a penalty killer and a clutch guy. These two guys are going to have to be big for Calgary here tonight.
A video tribute is planned. We will show you that tonight. As for the Lightning, after being shut out in New York on Sunday, they exploded for 7 goals Tuesday night in Columbus. 7 goals, tied a season high, including a couple from Andre Palat. Let's see how many they saved for tonight against the Flames, coming up on Bally Sports. A beautiful look at downtown Tampa, where we find your host, Paul Kennedy.
Thanks, Dorf. It is great to be back at Amalie Arena as Tampa Bay plays its first home ice game of this new calendar year. We salute a skater who over the past decade has consistently produced for the Bulls. Andre Palat, who scored 2 goals with an assist in the 7-2 romp over Columbus, surpassing 400 points on Tuesday night. Consider in the history of the Lightning, only 6 other Lightning skaters have reached 400 with Tampa Bay. And across the National Hockey League, only 2 active skaters, Joe Pavelski, Patrick Hornquist, who, like Palat, drafted in the shadows of the 7th round, have soared to 400 points. Dave and Brian have the call to
lighting the lamp 7 times en route to victory. Tonight, the much-anticipated return of Nikita Kucherov as the former Hart Trophy winner set to skate in his first game since October. Calgary counters with 5-time All-Star Johnny Gaudreau, who's coming in hot himself. It's the Bolts and the Flames tonight on Bally Sports. Lightning Hockey is presented by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BMWTampaBay.com for exceptional offers. Another beautiful day in Tampa Bay, and we have set the stage for the first of 2 games at home this week, starting tonight against the Calgary Flames at what will be a sold-out and rockin' Amalie Arena as one of the favorite players returns. But first, the starting goaltenders, Brian.
Andre Vasilevsky, back game number 27 for him, 18-5-3 with a .924 save percentage. His record against Calgary is 3-2. And Daniel Vladar, game number 8, he's 5-1-1, .928 save percentage. He's played a grand total of 12 games in the NHL. For John Cooper, Kucherov is back, but he's reminding his guys about how hard Calgary works. You got to have your work boots on. He said that yesterday. And Daryl Sutter, very direct to his team after they lost the game in Florida. games and the goals that they gave up defensively, then want to see that here again tonight against Tampa Bay.
And welcome back, Blake Coleman. He's the third member of that famous line that helped this team win back-to-back Stanley Cups. Yanni Gourde's had his return. Barclay Goodrow came in here, scored a couple of goals on New Year's Eve, and there is Coleman in the starting lineup for the Calgary Flames. John Cooper is going to start the Belmar line with Maroon and Corey Perry. All three of these guys scored on the road in Columbus on Tuesday night. The Calgary Flames are a very good first period team. They can get on you in a hurry. And we've told you they are very good on the road. Here's Sergachev with a puck, puts it across to Perry with a shot. Vladar the same, rebound, rolls in there. They keep the puck alive and it rolls back to the line. Foot with a shot and that whistles high over the shoulder of Vladar, who's into it early.
Well, that's the way to get to the net. Great job there by Pat Maroon, and then he got dumped right after the fact too, so maybe that's going to set the tone about what it's going to be like in front of the goaltenders.
Vladar's a big guy, 6'5", and you're really going to set a screen to impair his vision. Anthony Cirelli sweeps it in. Up to get it now is Killorn. Killorn there with Stamkos. It was a game-time decision, and the decision was you're in the game. And he's out there. Here's Killorn and Cirelli. And Stamkos trying to make something happen inside the blue line. Calgary with a long stretch pass. In behind everybody is Matthew Tkachuk. And he could not step away from Eric Chernak. Top line on the ice for the Flames. Centering pass by Gaudreau. And now it's picked up by Johnny Gaudreau. He's very shifty. The outlet to Nikita Zadorov. Lost his footing. He's checked there by Stamkos. Cirelli's down there. And it's worked back to the point. Eric Goodbranson in front trying to get a tip from Tkachuk. And they just missed. Lightning back to center ice. Stamkos curls back. And they'll make a change on the fly. Here's Ruda with a shot and a save made by Vladar.
Well, the school bus line really set the tone in their first shift out there. Nice job. Get out of the zone cleanly, away from the puck, go to the net. And that's what Maroon's going to do. Right side of your screen. Corey Perry's going to get it. Does that go off the helmet? But Maroon goes right to the front of the net. He's able to push Tanev back and get right into the paint area. Yeah, that was right off the side of the head and very nearly in the early seconds. That school bus line, named so by, of course, Pat Maroon.
And for the first time since October 16th, there's Nikita Kucherov on the ice. Injured in the third game of the season on the road at Washington. It's been a long road back, but here he is on a line with Braden Point and Andre Palat. They are back together. And the rest of the NHL is taking note. Kicked back to the line for Hedman by Kucherov. Inside for Kucherov along the half boards. Puts it back to the point for Hedman. Here's Kucherov with a shot, and he just missed on that one-timer. Oh, this place will explode if he scores again tonight.
Oh, and he will. I'd put money on it. Kuch is unreal. He comes back when he's ready to play. Yeah, the doctors had to clear him. It's been a long time, a long wait. He adds so much energy, so much everything. Puck possession. Great plays that nobody else can make on the team and barely anybody in the league can make. And that one-timer just barely missed, but there'll be others.
Face-off win by Cirelli. Gets it back to line, dancing around to Sergachev, cutting in. Here's Sergachev still on the backhand. Trying to settle it out in front, does. Puck is loose, chopping at it is Cirelli. And the Flames break that up and move it down the ice. Big Milan Lucic, his wrister into the glove of Vasilevsky. He's got it, no rebound.
The air just changes when Nikita Kucherov comes back to the team, especially when he's been out so long. We saw what happened when he missed an entire season, came back in the playoffs, and absolutely dazzled every team that they played against, especially on the power play. There is so much fear. Maybe some of these defensemen for Calgary don't see him much. Maybe they're not afraid as they should be because they don't see him, but they'll get a feel for him real quick.
Dylan Dubé puts it down low for Brad Richardson, the veteran in his first season as a member of the Calgary Flames. He's bumped off the puck, and now it stays inside the line. Here's a chance for Richardson. His shot is stopped by Vasilevsky. Flames grind away. That one just gets over the stick of Rasmus Andersson, and he's got to hustle back. Andersson pressured by Cirelli. Those two get tangled up, and Cirelli puts it in towards the net, and Vladar will hang on to that for the faceoff.
Well, that was a typical shift for Anthony Cirelli. Boy, did he put pressure on Anderson. Calgary using stretch pass early on in the game, but see how well handled it was by the Lightning. That's really good stuff. You can have your defenseman on the strong side, which was McDonough, stay up on the play because you had Chernak coming across. A lot of teams will try and use the stretch pass against the Lightning D because they are super aggressive between the blue lines, even at the offensive blue line. But as long as the offside guy plays it like Chernak, you got no problem.
Here's Kucherov, and he can't get a good shot away. Kucherov on the puck, trying to center it, could not. It's held in there. And the Flames try that stretch pass again. Up to center ice for Gaudreau. Inside the line, that is Lindholm. Pass goes all the way around the board. Center now for Lindholm. His stick was tied up. This is Calgary's top line of Tkachuk, Gaudreau, and Lindholm. An excellent top line, one of the best lines in the NHL right now. Kucherov gets serenaded as he carries the puck in over the blue line. Around the boards to point. Here's Kucherov, loose puck, reaching for it, couldn't quite get there, and it comes free for Hedman. Pass up into the neutral zone there. 4 points. Curls back. He'll head to the bench for the change. 4 minutes into this first period. No score. First of 2 at home this week. They'll face the Boston Bruins on Saturday night here. Chipped up the boards. Comes free now and it's picked up by Oliver Shillington. Shillington to Backlund, and Backlund dumps that into the backhand. Flames get there first. Comes back to the line for Shillington. Backlund mishandled the puck. And it's picked up by Tampa Bay. Back into the middle, Perry. And Belmar back and forth. Back to Perry. Quick shot. That's blocked. Here's Chernak following up. Eric Chernak all the way around the net. Lugs the puck and cycles it back into the corner. Maroon to the line. Batted down by McDonough. Head shot. Saved by Vladar. Belmar lost the handle and it's picked up by Coleman now. Coleman dumps the puck in. Blake Coleman had 12 shots on net Tuesday in Florida in a loss against the Panthers.
He must have had to ice his arms down after the game. You don't want him doing that again here tonight. Coleman's had a tough time finding the back of the net, and he obviously knows that when he's taking 12 shots on net.
One of them did go in. He's coming in with a goal against the Panthers in what was a 6-2 loss. Here's Dylan Dubé. Into the corner he goes, sidesteps that check from Foot, and now it's picked up by Sergachev. Pass up to Stamkos. He kicks it up to Cirelli, and they step in. Cirelli's challenged there by Noah Hannafin, and Anderson takes over from there. Sent around the boards. Andrew Mangiapane has got the puck deep in his own zone. He'll get it free to Hannafin, and Hannafin looks up the ice. Rolls back down there. Sergachev controls it and banks it back to Foot. Foot's back to Sergachev. And the Lightning will set up and start out again.
Lightning have had the puck an awful lot. Calgary's a really good defending team, and they've had to be so far in this game. They haven't had the puck much.
Lifted down the ice by Hedman, rolls in there, picked up now by Nikita Zadorov. He was 7th overall in the NHL in hits last season. That's what he brings. He was playing for Chicago. Now with the Flames. Ruda in towards the net. Zadorov on the backhand, banks it off the window, and it goes back out to center. Here's Hedman, near side for Ruda. Ruda, right side, centers it in front, and it's tipped just wide by Boris Tkachuk. Tkachuk now to center, picks it up. Lead pass up ahead to Lindholm, back to Tkachuk. He'll leave it for Shillington. Shillington is Calgary's top scoring defenseman right now. He's having a heck of an arrival season on the blue line for the Flames. Tkachuk sends it around the boards, waiting for it is Tanev. Tanev almost picked off there, and away comes Hedman. Straight through the middle of the ice point, drops it off for Kucherov. Kucherov's pass turned over, and back they come. Here's Johnny Gaudreau, takes it wide. Puts it near side for Matthew Tkachuk. His backhand pass met by Anderson. Anderson trying to center it, cannot. Hannafin in towards the net, knocked aside by Vasilevsky. Flames with some pressure here. Hannafin got to feed one. in tight quarters, and it bounces out to center ice.
Excellent movement by the Lightning defensively in their zone. It's one thing offensively. When they're rolling and they've got the puck a lot, yeah, they feel good about themselves. But one thing I always watch is to see if they get too stagnant in their own end. They're not doing that so far. Movement in their own zone adds to their offense as well.
Finally, a whistle with 12:08 remaining in the first period.
Blake Coleman brought the physicality, brought the speed. He finishes every check. He's relentless on the puck. He really fits our style of play, and we're a better team now, and we're going to be a harder team to take out.
Maroon dropped it on back, a feed across on Coleman, scores!
Well, how about this? The Dallas Stars fan growing up gets one against his favorite team as a kid.
The middle, Coleman in alone. Score! Blake Coleman! Here comes Goodrow. Time winding down. The pass across. Score! A diving play by Blake Coleman in the final second of the period.
Well-deserved round of applause for Blake Coleman. What an addition he was to the team. He spent 17 months here, won 2 Stanley Cups, and had 2 babies. How's that? His wife deserves a Stanley Cup ring, too. Jordan got one. Good for her. She deserves it. The goal that he scored in Game 2 last year against the Montreal Canadiens in the finals, he scored the second goal with 2 seconds to go in the second period to make it 2-1. The Lightning went on to win 3-1. One of the most spectacular goals I've ever seen in Stanley Cup history in my time. That diving play that you saw part of that montage, what a goal that was, and that was typical of Blake Coleman.
And a hugely important goal at the time in that Game 2 here at Emily Arena. And exactly, congratulations, Blake Coleman, on your return here to Tampa Bay. 11:44 remaining in the first period, scoreless between the Flames and the Lightning. Puck is dumped in and picked up now in the corner by Bellemare. Pierre-Edouard Bellemare with a goal on Tuesday against Columbus. Chases in after the puck, given a bump there by Tanev. And now it's picked up by Mangiapane, Calgary's leading goal scorer right now, straight up the middle of the ice. He's got 18 goals and 17 of them on the road.
3 assists. He must have missed the net 3 times.
Here's a shot, and that is blocked by Tanev. Bouncing puck in front of the net. And it's picked up again by Mangiapane. Banked off the boards and controlled by Ruda. He'll quickly put it up ahead to Killorn. Killorn snaps that puck in. Anderson, he's pressured. Cirelli down low and behind the net, trying to walk out. Centers it to Killorn. His shot rings off the post. Caroms to Hedman. His drive goes just wide. Here's Ruda to Killorn. Hedman now chips it up ahead, reaching forward is Stamkos to Cirelli. Anthony Cirelli with a bank job off the boards to Ruda. Cross to Hedman, winds, slap pass down low, red, and cut off by Anderson. Great pressure again by the Lightning.
That Stamkos line was Cirelli on the wing, and of course Killorn on the other side. Now that Kuch is back in the lineup, you can put that line together. Boy, great things are going to happen there. When Kucherov slides back in, everybody gets back in the slots that they should be, and it's dynamic.
Here's Joseph now. His shot as he snaps one after the toe drag, and he just missed on the short side. Joseph with a shot off the skate, rebound, turning and firing as Radish, and he just missed. There's that shot from Taylor Radish. More pressure by the Lightning. Now it's picked up by Lucic. Big guy rumbles up the ice and in behind the play, way back in the corner, it's Joseph. He's tangled up with Noah Hannafin, who is not a... Well, they're going to go here. They're trading some rights.
Matthew Joseph, center on that 4th line tonight. He didn't like the hit that Hanifin put on his teammate Tkachuk. Tkachuk doubled back. Hanifin really whacked him into the wall. And that's what started this. Joseph asked for this fight, and Hanifin's obliging him. Not a lot of punches thrown.
So, Fighting Majors will be handed out, and we will take a break just past the midway point of this scoreless first period on Valley Sports.
Announced it yet. I'm guessing they're going to get 5, but here's how it started. Tkachuk will double back, and Hanifin was ready for it, and he took him into the boards pretty heavily. And Tkachuk is down low. He kind of went in shoulder and head first. He got right back up, but here comes Matthew Joseph. Joseph didn't like the hit. He literally gets in Hanifin's face. They get in close quarters. The gloves come off. A couple of punches thrown, but it's Matthew Joseph moving over to center on the fourth line with Radish and Tkachuk. Daryl Sutter's done quite a job. He's been behind the bench less than 1 calendar year. He's changed the feeling on the team. He's got them playing really well. Their top players offensively, guys like Lindholm and Gaudreau and Tkachuk, sometimes Monahan. Sometimes, you know, before he took over, they were looking like, well, they were more offense than defense. What kind of team was this? Now their top guys are really good defensively. Good two-way players. Johnny Gaudreau is the best example. He's a plus 22 right now, and he leads the team in scoring.
So the extra 2 goes against the Lightning. Joseph picks up the extra, so this is a power play now for the Flames. First power play of the night. And it comes to the line, held in by Gaudreau. Gaudreau dishes off, that goes into the corner. Put back to the line for Anderson as the Flames set things up. Lindholm back to Anderson. Back to Lindholm, and shoots, and he fired it just past that far post that caught some of the netting and went up and out of play.
Well, Johnny Gaudreau is the guy you have to keep your eye on. He's the one that's going to have all kinds of movement, and he did. He moved in from the blue line there. It was dangerous. I think it was Belmar who tried to make a play with his foot. The puck actually went underneath his skate and gave Gaudreau some room. And in Calgary, moving the puck around, that one just missed on the far side.
Got a pretty good power play, 7th overall on the road. There's Shillington. Drops it back to Tanev, back to Shillington. His shot, weak and deflected past the net, and then cleared by the Lightning. And we get a whistle here with 1:19 to go in the power play for the Flames.
Yeah, Calgary's a good road team. They've had to be. They've played more road games than anybody else. They've scored 21 power play goals. 14 of them are on the road. So, yeah, 27% on the road in the power play.
The penalty kill for the Lightning. No power play goals against in their last 3 games at home. A perfect 10 for 10.
And you saw all the high ranks for Calgary in several different categories. They're a strong defensive team. And again, that's Daryl Sutter. Daryl Sutter's coaching. You start from your end, how you play there. And he was very critical of some of his defensemen, especially after the Florida game, where they didn't play very well. He said some of our defensemen weren't into defending and checking for part of the game. That's about as blunt as you can say it.
Everything he says is blunt and to the point.
Good point. Doesn't say a lot, but it's blunt.
He does not mess around. His second stint as the head coach of the Flames, 5th overall. He was also their general manager for 7 years. But he's been around Alberta and this franchise for a long time. Rattled in off the glass. And the Flames trying to set things up, but Sergachev disrupts that. And now Hedman with a chance to bank it up the boards. He does, to the line, held in by Tanev. Backlund now with the puck into the corner for Lucic. Lucic back pass to Michael Backlund. Up top to Tanev. Tanev to Backlund into the middle, and that's picked off and shoveled down the ice by Killorn.
What a great read by Alice Killorn. You have to have some movement. The forwards have to cover a tremendous amount of ground when they're killing penalties in their own zone, side to side, front to back, and they have to know where the seams are. Killorn knows them.
20 seconds to go in this man advantage. Gaudreau is stripped to the puck as he tried to gain the zone there and carry it in, and back down it goes.
And maybe a word there from Chernak. Nice job along the wall there. Picked his pocket, got down the ice, and then looked back at him as if they were exchanging a little information there.
That's it. The power play is over. Team's now back to 5-on-5. So a strong penalty kill to start this game for the Lightning. And it remains scoreless. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Puck is pinned along the near side boards. Comes free for Cernak. Eric Cernak, who's missed a considerable stretch of times, 18 games in total in 2 stints, and then he had a shot block on Tuesday against Patrick Laine, and everybody was holding their collective breath again, but he's fine and back out there tonight. Here comes Kucherov, up the middle of the ice, dishes off near side for Palat. Palat back in front for Kucherov, looking for that tip. Braden Point now, he's checked there by Tanev. Put around the boards. Andre Palat, who scored career point number 400 on Tuesday. 7th member of the Lightning in franchise history to do that. Point up high in the zone, is going to leave it for Sergachev. Cal Foot, he's given a bump there by Lewis and gets the puck into the corner. At the line, Kucherov shoveled it back in. He's checked by Coleman, and the Flames trying to work it up the ice. Shots are 7-5 Tampa Bay, but they've had a lot of zone time to start this period. Dug off the boards by Point. Radish back to Braden Point, takes the puck wide, curls back, finds Tkachuk. Boris Tkachuk now trying to go to his backhand, knocked off his stick. Radish keeps the puck moving, controlled by Hedman. Up top to Stamkos. Stamkos to Tkachuk, turns and fires, rebound, hops over the stick of Stamkos as he was headed for the net.
Lightning continue to have great quickness in the offensive zone as well. Not just their shots and their plays, but also their retrievals.
Here is tonight's Taco Bell team.
The first key will be patience. For the Lightning, sometimes they lose their patience when they play against a top defensive team, but they're not showing any signs of that so far. And speed. Play with speed. I'm not sure that Calgary was ready for exactly what this was going to feel like, and it still shows. With 6 minutes to go here in the first period, they are not quite up to the same speed and quickness of game, pace of game to the Lightning yet.
Lindholm waved out. In comes Matthew Tkachuk. Got to watch my Tkachuks and Tkachuks tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to have a little jar, a little penalty jar for tonight.
It won't be little.
Here's Tkachuk. Out from behind the net. Banks it off the boards to Eric Goodbranson. Goodbranson fires one, rattles it off the end boards, just past Gaudreau. And it's gathered by Tampa Bay. Pass from Cernak. Deflected, goes up in the air, and then it's punched in by Cirelli. Tanev back to get it. He's pressured by Killorn. Goodbranson and clearance. Reaching to hold it in there is Cirelli. Gets to it on the back edge, shovels it in towards the net. That's over Vladar. And it's put down the ice. Back to get it is Ryan McDonough.
Cirelli's really got some jump in this game. You knew after his COVID protocol, his first game back, he just didn't quite have that same pop. It's understandable for all the players, but boy, he's got it tonight.
Vladar plays the puck away from the net. Rolls back in towards the goal. Zadorov works it up ahead to Ritchie. Into the middle of the ice. And now here's a break and an off. That was Coleman too. It was open on the right side. Hopped over his stick. Backlund. Stripped of the puck by Hedman. Held in by Anderson. Sends it back around. Jan Ruda gets on top of the puck and then gives it up to Backlund. Here's Michael Backlund. Coleman goes to the backhand, and that one is up and out of play, and we'll get another whistle, and we will take another break as fast as he's got the puck. 4:33 to go. In the back of the 2011 draft, from left to right, these are the most points from guys in that draft. Nikita Kucherov leads the way. He was selected 58th overall, and 4th in this scoring race is Johnny Gaudreau, drafted 104th overall in the 4th round, and everybody else in the top 5 are top 10 picks. So 2 real diamonds in the rough. I guess you could say that they weren't first-round picks. Interesting that they have emerged as dominant players as the years have gone on.
And amazing, too, that Kuch is in first place. Just think of all the games he's missed. That whole season and just coming back for the playoffs. Playoffs don't count. Some great stuff there from Kucherov.
Another gem out of that 2011 draft. In the 7th round, Andre Palat, who's now got 400 points. Long stretch pass up the ice for Mangiapane. Mangiapane lost the handle of the puck as he was turning to shoot, and he was defended by Hedman. Braden Point now through center. Point takes the puck wide. Stops up. Puts it along the boards there as Sergachev let it roll past him, and that came out in front for Palat. Sean Monahan now. Monahan, who's adopted a new role here for the Calgary Flames. He's playing on the fourth line and has for most of this season. This pass misses DeMarc all the way down the ice for an icing call against the Flames.
Yeah, that's a great point. Sean Monahan has been quite an offensive talent for the Calgary Flames for several years, but now he's a fourth line center. And again, that goes back to what Daryl Sutter wanted from his team. I think the message he was getting across is, yeah, some of you guys have had great offensive years. Where's it got you? Nowhere in the playoffs. This is going to be about team. This is going to be about role playing. And right now we need Sean Monahan, who's a big, strong guy with some skills for sure, to balance out the offense. So he's fourth line center for now.
Into the corner, Stamkos. He's leaned on by Lindholm. Puck comes free, and it's dug out there by Cirelli. Cirelli and Killorn. Killorn shrugs off Shillington, puts a back pass onto Cirelli's stick. Cirelli turns and fires a shot that's off the glove of Vladar. And slapped down the ice. A little bouncer in on Vasilevsky. Those are always tricky, especially ones that hop right in front of you. And now a word from Suncoast Credit Union.
My friends told me about Suncoast Credit Union and how they offer the lowest loan rates around. I applied from their mobile banking app. Who knew that buying a new car could be so easy?
That was a nasty one-hopper, boy. You don't know what pucks are going to do when they bounce, and well done by Vasilevsky the way he played that one. He had to, because I think it was Goodrow who they were trying for the stretch pass here. Look at this thing, end over ender, and a bounce just a couple of feet away. That was extremely well played. You can't get sloppy on those ones. Sometimes the puck can bounce like 45-degree angles off to the side and just fool a goaltender, but he smothered that. He doesn't get fooled very often by anything. Vasi having another just fantastic season. His numbers speak to that. His record 3-2 against Calgary. He lost his first 2 games ever against Calgary, and now he's won 3 straight against them.
So we have a Tampa Bay power play now after a face-off violation call against the Flames all the way down to the other end of the ice. Richardson goes to the box, and the Lightning go on a Toyota power play, and guess who's out there on it for the first time in pretty much 3 months. Big face-off win for the Flames to start this thing off. Penalty killing by Calgary, excellent. 6th overall in the NHL. Power play for Tampa Bay coming off its best night so far this season, going 3 for 4. Tied a season high with 3 power play goals, but they were 3 for 7. And the other time it was 3 for 4 the other night.
Good play by Victor Hedman, bringing the puck up ice by himself. Calgary was waiting for the drop pass. Victor had lots of room, so he took it.
And now he's taking this, and he'll kick it back to Kucherov. Up ahead to Point, and they'll step inside of the blue line. Not cleanly, however. Near side for Killorn. Back to the line for Hedman. Hedman, Stamkos, shot saved by Vladar. On Steven Stamkos, and now Vladar dives on that loose puck at the side of the net and hangs on with 1:06 to go in the power play.
Dan Vladar doesn't have a whole lot of experience in the National Hockey League, but I'm sure he's well aware of who Steven Stamkos is. Vladar comes across and does a nice job making the save. Only 12 NHL games played by Vladar. 7 of them this year. Stammer outside the dot, like radar again. Very seldom misses the net.
You're right, only 7 games, but how about his record? 5-1-1. He's not played since December 7th, so they had to get him in tonight. Here's a shot, and that whistles high over the net from Stamkos. Calgary's at Carolina tomorrow night, so they were either going to play Markstrom tonight or tomorrow, so Vladar gets the call this evening. Here's Point. Stepping in over the line, bumped back by Kucherov to Hedman. Stamkos controls the puck with 36 seconds to go, the man advantage. Across, here's Kucherov. Back to Hedman. Hedman, Kucherov, across, Stamkos, Kucherov shoots, save, rebound, and Vladar makes 2 big stops and covers up that puck.
A few niceties being exchanged in front of the net. Calgary has played physical right in the crease area. We saw that from the very first shift of the game. The Lightning aren't going to take that. They will push back anytime. But how about the passing back and forth again with Kucherov? Kuch just does things that other guys can't. I mean, the way he sends this puck across right here, the one-toucher, right through the seam, right to Stammer. And then Stammer couldn't quite field it, or he probably would have shot it. So he gave it right back to Kucherov. Really nice stuff there from the Lightning, keeping the puck moving. Kuch anticipates the size of the seams. He anticipates everybody's movements, not just the opposition, but his own teammates as well. It's incredible the plays he can make.
Maroon gets it back to the line. Sergachev near side now for Cirelli. Down low. Centering pass goes all the way back to Palat. Here's Sergachev. Cirelli with a blast. Rebound. Oh, what a kick. Saved by Vladar as he lashes out that right pad.
Boy, is he sharp. Some terrific puck movement by this second unit. That's shot by Cirelli. Palat now has moved to the second unit.
Here's Joseph. His pass does not get across as he was trying to get it to Maroon. Joseph now down low onto the backhand. In tight is Pat Maroon, and Vladar's got that as well.
Boy, what a play by Shillington to stop that cross-ice pass from Matthew Joseph. Let's go back to the one-timer here by Cirelli. Look at the goaltender, makes a big save there, and he's really aggressive, but watch him get back to that post. Cirelli got all of this one. And then there's the big push across. Might have got some help there from his D-man as well. But the Lightning, both units, moving the puck really well.
41.8 remaining on the clock in this first period. They win the face-off back to the line. Sent in deep by Chernak into the corner. Joseph gets onto the puck. Gets away from Backlund. Backlund stays with the fight, and now it's Radish overskates it and then gets the puck back. Radish, Joseph, Chernak. His shot is blocked, and it comes outside the line as Coleman was uptight there on Chernak. Matthew Joseph takes the puck wide. McDonough hits for the front of the net, and there's another post. Second post of this period for the Lightning. As time is going to wind down here, 14 shots for the Tampa Bay Lightning and a couple of goal posts, but nothing past Dan Vladar. Stay tuned for your local Honda dealer's first intermission report. Here's what's coming up. Gabby Shirley is going to have an interview with that guy right there, Blake Coleman. And the guys are standing by, PK and Adam Hall. They'll have highlights and stats, and they will show you Blake Coleman getting his ring earlier today. All coming up the Honda dealer's first intermission report with Machine. Visit BMWTampaBay.com for exceptional offers. And we certainly know that fan is happy as Kucherov has made his return to the lineup tonight. His first game since October 16th.
We're all happy.
Yeah, it's exciting to have one of the top players in the entire league back in action. Dave Renner back with you along with Brian Engblom. So 7 goals for the Lightning on Tuesday. None so far tonight, but not for lack of trying in that opening period.
Oh, you could see the juice that Kucherov gave to the entire team. Boy, they were ready to go. Great pace of the game, great movement in the offensive zone. They had the puck most of the time. Calgary defended in the middle of the ice, and they're good at it. But if they continue to just stay there, the Lightning will continue to do things like this. Hang on to the puck, get pucks to the net. They won battles along the wall. The Lightning used the width and depth of the ice as well as anyone. They have 2 goal posts to their credit. They just have to hit the inside of the posts and in, maybe in this second and third period. But time after time, Calgary had a lot of hits in the period. That's an indication that, yeah, they're physical, but also they just didn't have the puck much. Kucherov on the power play, outstanding puck movement, everything but in. The top 2 lines had scoring chances. The 4th line had scoring chances. And I thought the tone was set actually by the Belmar line, the 3rd line, right off the bats. Southern Ford key stats, see the shots on goal. That doesn't include the couple of goal posts. Power play 0 for 1 on each side. And as I said, the hit's a little in favor of Calgary, but the Lightning always play a very physical game as well. And if Matthew Joseph can keep flying like he is right now, he seems to be really enjoying that center spot on the fourth line there.
Ross Colton unavailable to play tonight. He's missing his second game. He's on the COVID protocol list and will likely remain there for Saturday's game against the Boston Bruins as well, if my math is correct. I should know that, how that math works, seeing as I was on the list as well.
You were more of a spelling guy than math.
Yeah, never do math on live TV. Never.
That's for sure.
Rule number one. All right, here we go. Second period, no score. Flames and Lightning. 14 shots for the Lightning so far. 10 guys with a shot. And that doesn't even include the two posting hit. We've got the chances at 10-0, really, and high-quality scoring chances in favor of the Lightning. A shot from a long way out, handled by Vasilevsky, and he's got it. There'll be a face-off coming up to his right.
Andrei Vasilevsky didn't have to be tested very much in that first period. He got 18 wins. That's #1 in the National Hockey League. He's won 8 of his last 9 games. His first game back after his COVID protocol. For his standards, I thought he was a little off, but again, I mean, it's pretty tough to have shots when you can't go anywhere. I mean, you're stuck in your own room in the house. But he has bounced back, and he looks like the same old Andrei Vasilevsky.
Matthew Tkachuk comes in to take this draw after Lindholm was waved out. Tkachuk with a 4-game point streak on the go. The outlet up ahead to Andre Palat. Palat checked there by Lindholm, who's really been an excellent acquisition. They made a big trade a few years ago with Carolina. This one goes all the way across. Try to set it up back to the point. That was cut off. Hannafin was another guy who came over that trade with the Carolina Hurricanes. Dougie Hamilton went the other way, but Lindholm has really become an excellent player for them.
And the rights to Adam Fox was involved in that too.
Point in over the line. He's got Palat. Palat with a shot today. Riser short side on Vladar. Goes high and wide. Now it's Point. Point in the backhand. Turning. Shoots and he fired that one wide. Johnny Gaudreau hustling after that puck. Ruda gets there first. He'll send it around the boards. Waiting for it is Hedman. Hedman puts it to the open man. Ruda. His shot trying to find Kucherov in front, and they just failed to connect. Lindholm back the other way for Calgary. He'll give it up to Zadorov. Wrister, that caught the outside of the post for Nikita Zadorov. Here's Kucherov. He'll drop it off to Killorn. Killorn on the backhand. Finds the late man. There's a shot and a save made by Vladar as he got a piece of that wrister from Ruda.
Ruda and Hedman so incredibly aggressive offensively. Calgary's really having trouble keeping track of those two.
Mangiapane banks it up to open ice. Here's Dylan Dubé. His shot blocked. And Killorn gathers up the carom and gives it up to Tanev. Tanev quickly back inside the line. John Monahan is up for the play. And now Killorn's got the puck in the far corner. He'll cycle it back. That's cut off down low by Mangiapane. Comes free for Killorn. He'll tap it up the board. Cirelli into the middle for Stamkos. Stamkos with a pass up to Cirelli. His shot and blocked by Rasmus Andersson.
What a backhand pass by Stammer. Perfect.
Cirelli digs it free, drops it off. Joseph with another drive. Rebound. Vladar's down, and the puck just goes wide. Vladar made the first save. Now he's lost his mask, and in behind the net, Joseph is having a heated discussion with Richardson as Vladar's been busy tonight.
Well, the Lightning are going to the net so hard, and that collision knocks the mask off for sure. But this was a combination and a line change, too. Of course, in the second period, you can get your offensive guys on right away. Stammer's line was on. Joseph comes fresh off the bench. He gets a great scoring chance. It was all set up by the beautiful backhand pass by Stammer. Cross ice right onto the tape. Look at this. Takes a look over his shoulder. How about that? That is a beauty. The puck doesn't get through on the shot by Cirelli, but again, the retrievals. And then Matthew Joseph, who's slamming his stick, he's disappointed. But boy, he's had some really good looks at the net, and the Lightning continue to really attack, using all 5 guys on the ice all the time in the Calgary zone.
And so far, 24-year-old Dan Vladar is standing tall, and both literally and figuratively in that Calgary net.
Yeah, they don't slouch, do they? He's 6'5", Markstrom 6'6".
Yeah. There's Zadorov, his shot stopped. Rebound batted aside, as that's a couple of chances now in this second period for Zadorov. Not a noted goal scorer, but talk about big guys as well. He is a huge dude back there. Kicked back by Sergachev. Cal foot with a bank pass up the center, picked off by Calgary. And the puck is snapped in. Sergachev contends with Coleman, and it comes free on the far side. Here's Tanev. Knocks that bouncing puck down. Coleman angled off, gets a little help from Monahan, and back in it goes. Here's Foot, far side. Rink-wide pass, near side now for Maroon. He'll lift it back inside the Calgary blue line, where the Flames will take over. Mangiapane. His pass gets through Monahan, ends up back with Mangiapane. Their top goal scorer. Now to the corner, Dubé with a centering pass, and Foot sprawls out and take a chance away from Shillington. Joseph, some good work to dig that puck out. Now Braden Point cuts into the middle. Point in, shoots, blocked, rebound, and that's blocked too.
He loves to drift across like that. He's a righty coming off that left wing. You've seen him score a lot of goals like that, and he didn't get that one through.
Here comes Joseph again. Joseph, he'll curl back and look for late help. Instead, he puts it back into the corner for Kucherov. Kucherov hangs on to the puck all the way around the top, shoots, and he fired it wide. Rebound picked up by Point. Back to the line. They were completing a line change over there. It's kept in. Point to Palat. His drive is kicked out by Vladar. Waiting for it is Kucherov. Into the middle for Point. Point dancing around, fires another shot blocked by the Flames.
I think that hit Palat in front. He was trying to be a moving screen. But boy, this line is really starting to dance now.
They are buzzing all around the offensive zone. Here's Kucherov. Shoots, hits the post. Rebound, Vladar's down. They poke away. There's Palat, and Vladar has got it again after Kucherov found the post.
The magic we've seen from this Braden Point line with Kucherov and Palat in the playoffs the last couple of years, that's what this reminds me of. Just an outstanding shift, but nothing will go in. Braden Point's had a couple of great looks at the net. First one hit a defenseman. The second one, I'm sure, hit Palat. And then Kucherov getting the puck to the net again, and Palat always around the net. Calgary's having to recover all the time, and the Lightning really going to that paint. Vladar has been simply outstanding in the nets.
And he got a little help there after that shot was deflected off the leg of Anderson.
That's three.
That's three. Gaudreau with some pace. His shot from a sharp angle missed the mark. And it comes back into the middle. Hedman up ahead to Cirelli. Cirelli into the line, long range wrister. Caught and held by Vladar. And Cirelli got a little too close for the liking of Chris Tanev. And Kachuk's in there as well.
With all the puck movement and the pace that the Lightning play with, I like these skirmishes. When you're going to the net, you're going to get pushed around. No team will let you stand in front of their goaltender, or even if you just sort of casually make a little bit of contact. But the Lightning play better when they're doing this. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the course of the game. Tanev's the kind of guy who's not going to let you stand around. And you can see Anthony Cirelli's like, I don't really care. Popped him in the chin. No penalties, as long as you don't take penalties and get crazy about it. The referees are giving them some leeway out there. The Lightning are involved, and they're heated up, and that's good.
Trevor Lewis goes to his backhand. Puck is taken away by Cirelli. Cirelli back up the ice. Bounces around and ends up with Hedman. And Hedman fires it back in for Tampa Bay. Over there in the far corner, Lindholm gets it free, gives it up to Cirelli. Back to the line now for Sergachev. His wrister, that's blocked. Here's another chance now for Cirelli stepping in. Cirelli with the backhand, can't sweep it out in front. Instead, he puts it back to the points, and it gets away from Sergachev. 6 minutes gone, second period. Hedman trying to go for a skate. And Killorn will get it back to Victor Hedman, who comes into tonight. tied with Adam Fox for the most points amongst defensemen in the NHL. Coleman got on top of Sergachev. Now the Flames of the puck, centering a tip. Puck is loose and it's chipped just wide. Out in front again, and that's pushed wide. Also there by Ritchie. Backlund. Ritchie can't find the puck. Hedman does. Ritchie causing problems. Reaching for it. Now it's taken away by Joseph. I told you the Calgary Flames, they are very comfortable on the road. Tied for most road wins in the NHL. Third best points percentage. So they are not really under duress, are they, Brian?
No, they protect the middle of the ice. They're a good, solid defensive team, and they have confidence in it. But I'm sure they like to have the puck more.
Dubé trying to center it off the stick of Monahan. Now it's Anderson in the corner. Crisscrosses with Monahan, puts it back to the point, and that one gets away from Hanifin. Hanifin to Dylan Dubé. Hanifin inside the line. Mangiapane, he's checked, and Corey Perry's getting it on the puck. Perry puts it near side into the skates there of Belmar. Couldn't quite connect, and now Gaudreau gets it away. The Flames step back in. Banked off the inboard, picked up by the defenseman Anderson. Rasmus Anderson skates away from Hedman, back to the line. Tipped by Lindholm up on top of the net, and it's sitting there, and Vasilevsky will cover that one up and get a whistle. 12-17 to go in the second. We still don't have a goal on the board yet.
And the Calgary Flames are very good defensively. Goals allowed per game, they are second in the National Hockey League. That's usually a trademark of Daryl Sutter's teams. Calgary is 5 points behind Vegas for first place in their division, but they have 5 games in hand. COVID hit them hard, so they've had games postponed. So where do they really sit? We're not really going to know, Dave, for a while. 5 games in hand, that's huge.
They played against Boston December 11th and did not play again until December 30th at Seattle. They won that night. That was 2.5 weeks between games, and there's still some uncertainty with their schedule. A lot of games in Canada being postponed.
Yeah.
Kucherov at center. Gets it to point inside the line, taken away by Anderson. Anderson, who plays a lot, the most minutes per night for the Flames. So Daryl Sutter, you showed him on the bench. He was on the bench in this building for Game 7 of that 2004 Stanley Cup Final. And how about this? He was also behind the Chicago Blackhawks bench the very first game for the Tampa Bay Lightning in their franchise history. October 7th of 1992 at the Expo Hall. It was his first game as the head coach. And now he's got 20 years behind the bench. They lost that night, as everybody knows, but it didn't faze him or the Blackhawks. They went on to win 47 games that season. There's a shot that's knocked down in front of Vasilevsky. Maroon gets it to Belmar, and Belmar fires the puck in. Zadorov as it rolled past him. Goodbranson settles it down. His pass missed the mark on Brett Ritchie. Flames step in. It's Coleman. Coleman finds the open man, Zadorov. Zadorov towards the net. And then rolls to the near side corner. Belmar settles it down and gets it back to Chernak. You know, if anything, Calgary seems to have taken a lot of the flow away from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. They're making it a lot more difficult for the Lightning to get through the neutral zone and over the blue line and make successive passes inside Calgary's zone. Because of that, Calgary's had the puck more. They've had more retrievals, and they're making better plays on the rush. So their puck possession game is coming up. The Lightning's are coming down.
Now with some pace here, Stamkos back to foot. His shot is swallowed up by Vladar, and there's no rebound.
Good communication there, and defenseman getting up on the play. Cal Foote can hammer the puck. He has got a really heavy shot. Nice play coming out of the zone. And Stammer, I'm sure, reacting to a voice that was familiar, because he never saw Foote, but you can see he was just about ready to load it up and shoot this one, and then he hears something. Okay, I'm here. And it was a good, hard, heavy shot by Foote.
Foote, another wrister, bounces off the end boards, back out in front of the net. Killorn gets on top of it. He's got a couple of Flames around him there, trying to taken away, including Trevor Lewis. And now Milan Lucic. He's stripped by Cirelli. Sergachev looks up ice, gets it to Killorn. Killorn inside the line and towards the net, and Vladar not messing around, taking any chances. He will cover up for the faceoff. Your Tampa Bay area BMW centers want to remind you to tune into Valley Sports Saturday as the Lightning host Brad Marchand, David Pastrnak, and those Boston Bruins. Coverage begins 6:30 with Lightning Live pregame. Saturday it's the Bolts and the Bruins, a big divisional game right here on Valley Sports. Points in there to take this drop. He's cleaned up there by Lindholm. Puck is free and behind the net. Palat muscles it out front. There's a shot by Point, saved by Vladar. Great work by Palat to set up Point. And he wasted no time getting that shot away. Down near side, it's Tkachuk. Tkachuk lost the handle and his stick. And Chernak to the line. Put back in by Hanifin. Back up to center ice. Point. Steps in over the line, takes the puck wide. Here's Braden Point now. Forced up high. He's going to head back inside. Stops up again, hangs on to it. Point dancing around, drops it off. Kucherov with a shot, and that one goes high. Kucherov now trying to settle it in front. Vladar paddled down, disrupted that chance. In comes Hedman. Waiting for it is Ruda to Belmar. Hedman settles the puck down and turns back. Past the midway point of this period. Here's Kucherov back to Belmar. His drive wide again. And backing up at center ice is Ruda. Quickly back up to Maroon. Inside the line, barely. And then punched back out. Dylan Dubé can't get it around. Ruda, who stood his ground nicely. Now they'll try this side. It's Mangiapane. He cuts back. Leaned on by Hedman. He's shoved to the ice. In comes Dubé to return the favor to Hedman. His shot doesn't go. And Hedman puts it back up the boards where it's picked up. Perry in for Belmar. The school bus line steps inside over the line. Mangiapane. Good Branson down the ice. There's not a lot of room to operate out there for either team. And now we get an icing call against the Flames.
Andre Palat gives you everything he's got every shift, and when he got in the last one, watch us, he'll get knocked down into the net by Anderson. But look, you get right back up. He's right up on the play. The puck's right in his feet, and who does he get it to? Braden Point, right in the slot. That line effective in so many ways. You have to have retrievals. You got to stay on the puck. All the little things. And John Cooper's line about Andre Palat, I love the best, that everybody on the team wants to play on Pally's line. I mean, can you get a better endorsement or compliment than that?
Face-off win ends up with Sergachev. His shot goes off a stick and high up and over the net into the netting. 8:27 to go here.
The score on every shift that he's out there. I started thinking about him this afternoon, knowing that he was going to play for the first time since Game 3 this year. One of the things that occurred to me was Cooch is at top speed in his game, maybe only 3 or 4, maybe 5 times tops in a game. He's always ahead of the play, and then he slows it down, and then he circles around, then he finds soft spots, and he gives it to somebody else, and he goes again. His movement, he never really gets into top gear very often. He doesn't have to. It's kind of an amazing game. It's a lot different than, say, a Braden Point coming back into the lineup.
And we saw what effect he had immediately in his return when he came back just after the Christmas break against Montreal. Here's Stamkos now. Stamkos drops it back, and that was picked off by Calgary, then almost given away right in front of the net to Killorn, but Lindholm recovers. Puts it wide, and that is offside at the Tampa Bay blue line. Well, gear up for those colder mornings with this women's Fame vest from Antigua and save $25. Today only while supplies last in-store at Amel Arena. And you can also use the one-click checkout with FAST at TampaBaySports.com.
Calgary's getting a lot more movement in their game, too, especially defensively. I thought there was a feeling out process for sure for them, and they didn't have the puck much in the first period. They didn't like it. it's not a good way to play because you weren't getting enough retrievals. There's more movement now defensively because that they have the puck more.
Here's Jan.06, who's been very active tonight. Now Bellemare puts it across, scores! A great speed rush off the ice, and the Lightning open the scoring. Corey Perry.
This starts with Victor Hedman coming out of the zone, and he threads the pass through right here. Right to Bellemare at the blue line. Perfect timing. And how about that for an absolutely beautiful fake shot by Bellemare. Frees the goaltender so he doesn't have enough time to get all the way across. That had a lot to do with the goal. What a beautiful pass from Bellemare. Corey Perry, who doesn't miss these chances. He gets inside position on his back checker. Blake Coleman. The defenseman can't get over quickly enough. Neither can the goaltender. That is spectacular. Well done.
Corey Perry now with goals in back-to-back games. He scored what turned out to be the game-winning goal on Tuesday in Columbus. That one was on the power play. That was his 67th career game winner, and he has really picked up his scoring pace. That's now 10 for Perry, one more than the 9 he had all of last season. And it's 1-0 Tampa Bay. Lightning with the puck again inside the line. Trying to add to the lead. Here's Palat across the point. His shot. Vladar makes the save as that maybe caught the post after he got a piece of it. Bolts almost get another quick one right after Perry scores as they announce his goal in the building. Here's Point trying to pick his way in. He's stripped Palat. Saucers went up to Kucherov. Kucherov bouncing puck got away from him. It's Palat again. Picks the pocket of Hanifin. Hanifin gets it back. Stays inside the line, and then it's passed up ahead. Dubé working there against McDonough. Ran out of room. Up ahead to Andre Palat again. Mangiapane has the puck taken away. Radish goes wide. Points at the end of a shift. Just dumps that one in. Shillington puts this one back out in the middle of the ice, and Tkachuk gets onto it. Tkachuk and Joseph up in the play along with Radish. Joseph holds the line. Backhands it in, knocked down by Tanev. And the Flames move it back up the left side. Lucic being watched there by Rudolph. Mangiapane. Angled off by Hedman. And the puck rolls all the way down the ice. Back to get it is Goodbranson. And Branson moves it up to Lucic, and they move it quickly back inside the line. Coleman reaching for the puck, keeps the play alive, and there's a rolling puck slap shot. It doesn't miss by much. Came over from the far side from Lindholm. He really stepped into that one. Here's Richardson.
Yeah,
he got a head up high, got clipped, and immediately in comes Boris Tkachuk to have words with Richardson.
Returning the favor. It was Joseph stepping in for Tkachuk in the first period. Joseph got in an altercation, but Joseph got clipped with the shoulder, I think it was, from what I saw, but his head snapped back. When you get hit from the side like that, well, it can do a lot of damage. Tkachuk didn't like the looks of it.
So we will sort all of this out as Richardson and Joseph have words. It's 1-0 Bolts at Amalie Arena.
With Joseph's head, and I'm sure that's what they're looking at. He came across and creased him there, and it really popped Joseph back. This is slow motion, but at regular speed you can really tell it. Yeah, he comes across there and picks the head. So we'll see what the penalties are. They haven't announced anything yet. Tkachuk, of course, came in and jumped in because he saw the hit. He saw Joseph in difficulty for a second. So Tkachuk confronted Brad Richardson.
Richardson, a 17-year veteran, his first season as a Calgary Flame, a Stanley Cup champion 2012. Not known as a dirty player at all, but that was one of those hits. A hit to the head is a hit to the head.
That's right.
That was one of those ones where the player is, down a little lower. But again, that won't save him here in this situation as they review it down below the timer's bench. Hey, check this out. We want to tell you to play Cash Pop, the new #1 wonder from the Florida Lottery. An exciting draw game where you just need one number to win up to 250 times your play amount. The Florida Lottery, it's your ticket. Claim it. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly.
One of the things they look at is, did the player getting hit, duck suddenly or change his head position so that the checker really couldn't avoid it? That's one thing that they would be looking at. The referees are still on the headset and still on the iPad, trying to get a look at this.
Referees tonight, Justin St. Pierre, he's the number 12, and Chris Lee, his partner. And here's another look. It's certainly the principal point of contact.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
And his head does not change levels at the last second. He goes from more upright to more bent down, but Richardson's not there yet.
So the decision here is whether or not this is 2 or 5 for Richardson, 5 in a game. And it looks like the decision has been made. And here comes the announcement from Chris Lee.
Calgary, number 15, has a match penalty for illegal check to the head and a 5-minute measure for fighting. 13, Tampa has 2 minutes for instigating, 10 minutes misconduct, and 5 minutes for fighting.
Yeah, good call there, because I didn't think Joseph had, substantially changed the positioning of his head. So Richardson's coming across, and the onus is on the hitter to make sure you don't make contact. So the immediate problem for Daryl Sutter is he's lost Richardson, of course, for the match penalty, and they've also got the 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, a lot of minutes handed out of that whole sequence, and a match penalty will get reviewed, as every situation like that does get reviewed by the Department of Player Safety. But for the time being, the Flames are down a man for the rest of the night with 5:19 to go in this second period, and down a goal to the Lightning. And Kachuka's going to head down the tunnel with just 5:19 on the clock as well. But you're right, he came in there, wasted no time. Daryl Sutter still wants to make sure he's got it all straight, and it appears as though he does. And they're still sorting a few things out at the timer's bench, Brian.
Well, I assume the Lightning end up with a power play here. Could be 5-minute power play. Let's see here what this is going to be.
Well, if my math is correct, it should be a 3-minute power play, because the extra 2 went to Kachuk.
Oh, yeah, I got the extra.
Right, they got 5. They both got 5 for fighting. Kachuk got the extra 2, and then the extra 5 for Richardson. So it should be a 3-minute power play. It's not on the board yet, but again, I told you not to make me do math on live TV.
Daryl Sutter's getting the explanation. This is taking a while to sort out. Nonetheless, it will be an opportunity for the Lightning to build on this lead for sure, as well as they move the puck around on the power play when they do get it. Penalty kill for Calgary, 6th in the league. I mean, they're good. They had 2 goals against in that game against Florida the other night. They weren't too happy about that.
Heading into the box to serve this is going to be Brett Ritchie, and this is not going to be a power play. This is 4-on-4. So we'll just have to wait until it's all put out on the summary sheet here. But no power play. Yeah, no announcements other than one that he gave us, but it's not on the summary sheet. So 4-on-4. 1-0, and we drop the puck. And it's controlled by the Flames inside the line. Cirelli digs it out and looks back to the lead point for Hedman. Hedman's shot, a snapper that goes just past the glove side on Vladar. Here's Sergachev. Sergachev sends this one around the boards. It's cut off by Anderson. Long stretch pass, and here comes Gaudreau. Gaudreau shoots, and he fired it wide. And that caught some of the netting. What a chance there for Johnny Gaudreau.
Really good recognition by Victor Hedman, who is really aggressive as always, top right of your screen. But watch Victor realize, okay, we've lost possession. I know where he's going. And Victor has got great speed, but Johnny Gaudreau is a tough one to catch. But there was enough pressure there on the backside that Gaudreau had to get the shot away more quickly probably than he wanted, and that was a big help to Andre Vasilevsky, and it ended up and over the glass on a deflection.
So to settle the whole thing with the penalties, it was 2 and 5 for Kachuk, and then 5 for fighting for Richardson, and then just a 10-minute match, not a 5-minute hit to the head.
Okay.
So there you go. So Chernak puts it back to the line for McDonough. 4-on-4 here. Vladar the save. Rebound for McDonough. And Vladar got a piece of that. And behind the net, it is Killorn. Alex Killorn forced outside the blue line. He'll take his time here and then leave it back for Chernak. Chernak's first pass goes off the stick of Sergachev. Back into the corner. He goes with Tanev. And now it's Blake Coleman. Coleman, who had a goal on Tuesday against the Panthers. Flames through center. It's Backlund. Backlund near side for Blake Coleman. Hangs on, shoots, blocks, rebound into the corner. Try to get it back to the line. Does in the second effort. Anderson puts it across. And behind the net again is Coleman walking out. Here's Blake Coleman. Fires a shot that goes off the skate of Ruda. And now it's the Flames who are buzzing around. Anderson takes it wide, throws it into the slot that goes off the skates of Backlund, and now it's picked up by the Bolts. Here comes Palat. On the right side, back into the middle, deals back, it's Palat. This one goes high off the glass, stays in play. Zadorov. Pressure just a little bit there by Cirelli, and it comes free for Kucherov. Touches it to Hedman. Hedman. Kucherov down, over on the half boards, puts it down low, gets it back. Now power play in effect for the Lightning. Here's Kucherov. Kucherov puts it across, knocked down, and cleared by the Flames.
Yeah, Kuch forced that one a little bit. There was no seam there. He makes plays like that, though, because he always thinks he can do it, and that's fine. He does it most of the time. That one was a bit of a force. Victor Hedman was open at the point. Would have been the easier play.
So now it is the 3-minute power play that we had talked about earlier. Lots of time to work with for the Lightning. Hedman slaps it into the corner. That shot off the stick, and it just is swept away by the Flames. Kucherov fanned on the initial shot, and it rolled dangerously in the crease. Here's Cohen. He shoots. Saved by Vladar. Wow. Rebound up and over the net. Dan Vladar was busy pads tonight, kicking them out. Beautiful stop there.
Oh, outstanding on Brayden Point. Boy, has he been sharp in the net. He doesn't overplay his crease. He just constantly reloads his in terrific position.
Killorn to Point. Point hangs on to the puck. Walks out, puts it down low for Killorn. Back to Kucherov. Kucherov to Hedman. Here's Stamkos. Stamkos top of the circles. Down low for Alex Killorn. Killorn into the corner. Kucherov, Point, turns, shoots. That's blocked. Kucherov's going to gather this loose puck. 1:20 to go on the power play. 3 minutes of power play time to work with. Here's Kucherov, slap pass. Stamkos hits the post. Got it through Vladar and hits the backside post on the far side.
That's 4.
Quickly back up. They'll step back in. Here's Stamkos waiting for that pass. Had to go in after it. Into the corner, it's Perry. Back up top, Sergachev across. And the one-timer by Kucherov. His stick explodes, and he tosses his stick in frustration. Here's Sergachev. Lightning are all over the place in this power play. Nothing to show for it yet. 40 seconds to go in it. Sergachev dancing around, lost the handle, gets back after it, puts it across. They settle things down in the final minute now of this second period. Pass gets through Perry. Picked up now by Stamkos. Sergachev. Stamkos. Back to Sergachev across. One-timer, and that one banks off the end boards, and it's cleared by the Flames.
Dan Vladar is absolutely outstanding in this game. You got to hand it to him. He's going to lose about 8 pounds in this game as well. Boy, he's been active.
What pressure indeed. Hannafin sends it back down with 15 seconds to go in this period. Sergachev off the boards for Joseph. He'll turn and move it up the ice. Cirelli fires that one in, and that will do it for a wild sequence. 1 goal on the board, scored by Perry, and it's 1-0. Stay tuned for your second intermission report coming up. Here is what Florida's Community Credit Union and by Hyundai. Get the Hyundai you've always wanted. It's your journey. Own it. It is a tight one at Amalie Arena tonight. 1-0 Lightning over the Calgary Flames as we welcome you back. Dave Randorf alongside Brian Engblom. All right, here we are, 40 minutes in. Let's stop messing around here. Let's talk about what was the headline story of the day. Nikita Kucherov, what have you seen from Kuch in the first 2 periods?
The typical Kucherov effect. He's got the puck all the time. His teammates want to give it to him all the time because something great is going to happen all the time when he has it. He missed a great chance on a one-timer early on. He's had 3 shots on goal and 5 misses. This pass across to Stammer and then the pass back from Stammer to him. I wish that one had gone back in. It was a good save. The goaltender for the Flames has done a really good job of making sure he knows where 86 is. But Kuch on the attack, on the power play, getting to the net, slowing things down, speeding things up. The Kucherov effect is in full effect here. It's had such a big-time lift for the Lightning. You can tell the quickness in the game. There was an excitement, a buzz. There was that electricity in the building and from the team, too. Like, let's go, Kuch. They know what he can do. Great Point puts it best. I mean, Pointer said when he was out for so many games along with Kucherov, he sat there and he watches the game with Kuch, and they talk about it. He said, I learned so much about the game. I think I know a lot about it. When I sit and talk to him, I learn more and more. The things he sees as the game develops is incredible.
Puck is dropped to the 3rd period underway. 1-0 at Tampa Bay. Here's Braden Point. His line starts with Kucherov and Palat. 27 shots on net for the Lightning. 3 by Kucherov, and he's missed the net 5 times. And he's got the puck now. Here's Kucherov. Leaves it for Chernak. His drive is stopped and held by Dan Vladar. And now a word from Suncoast Credit Union.
My friends told me about Suncoast Credit Union and how they offer the lowest loan rates around. I applied from their mobile banking app. Who knew that buying a new car could be so easy?
28 shots on goal and 4 goal posts, which don't count. Plus, yeah, the shots just from Kucherov alone that have missed the net. Dan Vladar has been really good in net. Really good.
Here's that Belmar line. They've got the goal tonight, and it's Corey Perry who pulled the trigger. And Perry's got the puck, puts it down low to Maroon. Maroon centers it out in front. Quick shot by Belmar. Another excellent stop by Vladar. This one rolls down the ice. Ruda gets on top of it, puts it around the boards. Backlund kind of knocked it down, rolls back out to center ice. Now up to 29 shots. They had 36 shots the other night. 4 of their single game highest totals for shots on goal have come in the last 5 games, Brian.
Lots of shots, there's no doubt. I mean, this Calgary team knows how to shoot the puck. They had a better second period than they did the first. They had the puck more, they defended better, and were more active defensively, which gave them the puck more often. And Calgary came into this game with 40 shots or more 4 straight games, and they made some adjustments, which is what you have to do.
So both teams are firing the puck then.
Yeah. And Victor Hedman, there have been shifts out here in this game, probably 4 or 5. I thought there were 2 Victor Hedmans out there. He has been everywhere, all over the ice, swooping all over defensively, jamming plays up at the offensive blue line, crossing over to the far side of the ice in the neutral zone to bust up plays. Then he gets the puck and joins the play rather, coming late on the play. Victor has had an incredible game.
The team leader in assists has another one tonight. Belmar double shifting here in the absence of Boris Kachuk, who's in the penalty box. Puck stopped the line by the Flames. That shot gets through, hits the side of the net, and it's picked up by Belmar. Here comes Taylor Radish, left side. Takes the puck wide on Hannafin. Radish angled off. And he had the puck go in behind the net. Mangiapane makes a nice little move to spring the rush up the ice. And he gets it to Lucic. Lucic goes into the corner against Cal Foot. Monahan's up there as well. Comes out in front trying to find Mangiapane, and he's relieved of the puck there by Matthew Joseph. Joseph, who took that hit to the head in the second period, did not miss a shift. That's the good news there. In behind the net, Vasilevsky keeps the puck moving. Lindholm and Tkachuk up there for the Flames. Gaudreau is out in front. Johnny Gaudreau had that breakaway in the second period. Here's Point now. Rolling puck, trying to cut around Tanev, and the veteran defenseman took his space away. Kucherov to Chernak. Chernak up the middle of the backhand. Can't get a shot away as Lindholm was right on top of him. Back to the line. Here's Kucherov. Backdoor. They score! Brayden Point takes the feed from Kucherov. And it's 2-0 Tampa Bay.
This is just ridiculously good. I don't know how many other guys in the league would make this extra pass, but Kucherov knew where Point was all along. In behind the net, off to the side, and an easy one for Point to put in the back of the net. The fake, look at the goaltender, because Kuch has had, what, 4 or 5 one-timers from deep inside the zone, both power play and 5-on-5 combined. He disguises it. Adam Hall talked about that in between periods. When you think he's going to shoot, he passes. When you think he's going to pass, he shoots. Nikita Kucherov just gave a free gift to Brayden Point. What a pass.
And Kucherov picks up a point in his first game in almost 3 months on a gorgeous setup to Brayden Point, who also has been red hot since he returned to the lineup on December 28th. And it's a 2-goal lead now for the Lightning. You know, Vladar, who, as we've said many times tonight, has been very good tonight. He was fooled, bit so hard. That pass arrived in so quickly, and Point had all day to just get it to sit down and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I've talked to Brayden about, you know, watching games and on the iPad again, watching their last play. He does that. He's been doing it for years now. He's played so much with Coop. You see where Brayden Point was in behind the net, and goal scorers will do that. They'll disappear. Tanev tried to make that play with his foot. He missed it, and it was a fatal mistake. But look at the goaltender. Yeah, there's no chance. So two goals scored, and in both cases, they had to make great passes to get the puck past Vladar and goal.
That puck goes off a skate, ends up with Coleman, and he gets it away to Backlund. Backlund back up ahead to Coleman. Pass was just behind him, and it's cleared by the Lightning. Hannafin back to retrieve it for the Flames. 4 minutes into this third period, Brayden Point has scored to make it 2-0. For Point, that is goal number 12 of the season. He's got 9 points in his 6 games in his return. Anderson to Ritchie. Ritchie sends this one around the wall. Hannafin digs it out. There's a quick shot by Monahan, blocked in front and moved out by Sergachev. Quickly up to Cirelli. Cirelli hands on, shoots, and he fired that one wide. Another drive knocked down in front of the Flames net. Off the stick of Joseph. Here's Ruda in the corner. Centered out in front. That quick one-timer from Joseph just missed. Man, he's been very noticeable tonight. Open on the far side there. That works back to Mangiapane. Dylan Dubé trying to take it away from Hedman, and now it comes free. Here's Tkachuk, who's out of the box. He goes banging and crashing up there with Taylor Radish. Along the side boards, it's dug out there by the Flames. Point settles it down, gets it to McDonough.
I agree with you. I really like Matthew Joseph's game. Center ice really seems to agree with them. He's been all over the place, a lot of flow to his game. He's had some really good looks at the net and made some good plays.
Cernak and Lucic had a brief word there.
Oh, that would be a collision, wouldn't it? Those two dropped the mitts.
That would be. And Lucic picked that one up, but it is offside of the Tampa Bay blue line.
Matthew Joseph can fly, and he's been all around the net. He's been on the forecheck. Nice job by Jan.06. Lightning using the wall as well as they usually do, but he's got to make those ones stick. It's a heck of a pass by Radish. The one-timer just loses control of it a little bit, and it just sails up over the crossbar.
First meeting between these two teams since February of 2020, almost 2 years ago. It was here at Amalie Arena. It was a Tampa Bay win, 4-3. Killorn had the game winner. And now they've got a 2-goal lead, 2-0. Lots of time left in this third period. Cirelli back to the D. Cernak puts it across to his partner, McDonough. Near side to Killorn. He'll send it in. Got just past the stick of Vladar. Now it's picked up by Tanev. Tanev, the longtime Vancouver Canuck. Now a member of the Flames for his second season there. He's got the puck again. Makes the pass up ahead. Tapped in by Dubé. Hedman gets back for it. Kick back to Sergachev. Braden Point from Kucherov and McDonough picking up the second assist on that goal here in the third period. Dubé, he's checked, and the puck comes to Sergachev. Mikhail Sergachev out from behind his net, long pass to center. For Hedman, moves it up to Perry. Perry drops it up for Maroon. Left now for Hedman, winds. Got a slap pass. That caroms right back to the Flames, and they start up the ice. That pass misses the mark. Got away from Mangiapane.
Victor Hedman's got to be careful when he gets over to the wall like that, tries to shoot into the middle. He's got to get it through because he's stuck on the outside. That has outnumbered attack all over it.
Zadorov to Mangiapane. His shot saved by Vasilevsky. And we're going to get a penalty here. Where's the faceoff coming out? We'll sort this out when we come back. Looks like a penalty call is coming up. It's 2-0 Tampa Bay.
Lightning will have to go on the penalty kill. They were 3 for 3 against Columbus. Nikita Kucherov during the TV timeout. Look at him talking to Cernak. This is the kind of stuff that goes on all the time. Talking about plays, just on the ice, the things he sees, the reads that he has. He's invaluable.
Second power play of the game for the Flames. There's a shot and a save by Vasilevsky on that hard wrister from Matthew Tkachuk.
Just think, though, Dave, how many times have we even really had to say Vasilevsky's name? You know, Calgary, much more puck possession as the game has gone on compared to the first. But they still, 15 shots, they haven't had that many dangerous, and that's why Vasi hasn't had to make many big saves so far.
Calgary will have to reorganize after that puck got away, got down the ice, and they do not make a clean entry. Here comes Joseph trying to break away. Joseph short-handed, and Anderson caught him from behind. Not an easy thing to do with that speed that Joseph has.
Yeah, it was a dicey play by Johnny Gaudreau with the blue line, trying to give and go, and Matthew Joseph sniffed it out, and that's how he got the partial break.
Gaudreau chances in, leaves it for Tkachuk, cross-ice pass, shot saved by Vasilevsky as that pass made it across, and Monahan had a good look, and Vasi shut the door. One minute remaining in this penalty kill for the Lightning. Hedman hard off the boards, trapped to the line by Shillington. Shillington pressured, gets some help from Hanifin. Quick drive blocked, rebound comes back to the line. Here's Hanifin, his drive, that's also blocked. Shillington gets after the puck, ends up with Hanifin, puts it near side for Backlund. Backlund, cross-ice feed to Shillington. In comes Hedman to apply some pressure. Lucic shoves Sergachev down. Flames still with the puck, back up top to Hanifin. Gets it right back, looks down low, he's got Backlund into the slot, quick drive by Mangiapane, saved by Vasilevsky. Here's a one-timer, saved by Vasilevsky again on a good shot from Shillington. Maybe his best save of the night. Here's Shillington again. Trying to wind up with that one-timer, they're not going to get there. Here's Hedman. Hedman up the ice, just chips it down, and they've killed it off.
What a read by Victor Hedman. Outstanding after that big shot, the one-timer by Shillington that Vasi made the save on Dave that you talked about. He tried to duplicate it again, but Heddy said nope.
Here's Kucherov trying to feed one and thread the needle inside for Palat. Back to the point. Points line right back out there. McDonough in towards the net, deflected over the goal. And it carries to the near side board, picked up now by Zadorov. To Dubé. Dubé goes wide to Coleman. Coleman back to Dubé, waits, shoots, and that goes just wide. Kucherov with a long stretch pass on the fly, finds Palat. Palat ran out of room. It stays inside the line. Andre Palat battling for it against Trevor Lewis, and now it's Kucherov. Cuts back. Kucherov in front, they score! Andre Palat on another feed from Kucherov.
Andre Palat deserved a goal on this play. He kept the play alive along the wall. It was kind of a messy entry into the zone. They get jammed up right here. But look at Pally in traffic. He's the one that creates that, just stays with it one-handed, then watch this move. Kucherov, what a beautiful double back there on Zadorov, who's having trouble just staying with him. He makes sure he can't get away from him. But look at Kuch. Gets his head up. Pally, who had made the play on the wall, last guy coming into the scoring area, gets that beautiful pass, and there's not much the goaltender can do on that one. Great finish by Palat.
So do you think his line mates, Points and Palat, are happy to have him back? Wow.
Unreal.
Here comes Stamkos now. Stamkos to Killorn. His shot! He scores! And now we've got a rumble in behind the Flames net after Killorn blows one right past Vladar.
Yeah, Steven Stamkos. I don't know what happened with Gaudreau, but Steven Stamkos turned right around behind the net after the puck was in and went right after Johnny Gaudreau. And that's what started all of this. I don't know if something was said. I didn't notice a stick or anything, but it was Gaudreau and Stamkos, and it's still going on now. And look who's in the middle of it. Chernak's not going to let anybody go after anybody on his team. He's got Anderson around the head. What a shot by Alice Killorn, though, on the attack. And I think would be partly Vladar just not knowing Killorn, not knowing the opposition very well. These two teams don't play each other much. The turnover, Calgary's caught, and watch on the rush here. Beautiful passing, the penetration, and he just plain beats him. Now here comes Stammer. After the puck goes in the net, see if we can pick up what happened with Stammer. He goes in behind the net. Now we're not going to see it here, but what a shot that is from Alice Killorn. Vladar just wasn't ready for the steam on that one. And yeah, it's still out of the camera range. We don't really have a look at what happened and see everybody just responds after. All I saw was after it went in the net, is Steven Stamkos was circling behind. He had his hands in the air, celebrating the goal, stopped dead, and went right back after Johnny Gaudreau. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, he gets pushed on the back after the goal by Johnny Gaudreau. There we go. And Stammer turned right around. This is after the puck is in the net already. So something that happened or was said earlier on, and they're still going at it.
Look at that. The captain is just jawing with Johnny Gaudreau down there in the penalty boxes. It didn't take much, but this Lightning team, they race to the defense of all teammates at all times. That's 2 goals in 14 seconds to really open this one up in the third period.
I mean, teams always get energized when you score a goal, but the Lightning are really good at that. yes, they get energized, but they have that killer instinct. You can have killer instinct in a second period or early in a third period like this, where you could put games away. Yes, you build on that goal of a score, and you come right back with the next line, and you just stick it to them. And this was really a case there, and I just don't think Vladar was ready for the zip on that shot from Alex Killorn.
So Chernak and Stamkos in the box for the Lightning. It looks like Gaudreau's the only flame there, as far as I can see, and they're closing that gate now.
So it was Gaudreau that definitely initiated on Stammer, gave him a shot well after the puck was in the net. So usually that means, oh, look at him, yeah. I mean, these two are still jawing at each other. So whether that was something that happened earlier in the game or in the past sometimes, who knows? Johnny Gaudreau's not letting it go, is he?
No, neither of them are.
Look at the fans behind there. They're going like, holy mackerel.
Yeah. This is a heated discussion going on. And
yeah.
You don't often see Stamkos get involved in this. No. Usually lets these things go. You know, he's very businesslike.
I've never seen Johnny Gaudreau like that either. It's not like I get to see him nearly as much as they do Steven Stamkos. But yeah, something was really bothering Gaudreau there for sure.
With a power play. As this game has been opened up by the Lightning. Matthew Tkachuk into the slot for Monahan. Back up top to Anderson. Anderson near side now for Lindholm. Fans on that one. Bouncing puck, hopping around, and Vasilevsky's got that.
Lightning aggressive on the penalty kill. It's when you go. When are you aggressive? You can't run out of position, but when there are loose pucks and Calgary does not have clean possession, that's when you jump on the penalty kill. Lightning effective there. The puck ended up towards the net, but it's bouncing, and Vasilevsky's able to get a handle on it.
So 3 goals now in this third period. Perry, Points, Palat, and Killorn are your goal scorers. 2 assists for Kucherov. Anderson zips one right past Monahan. Centering attempt, trying to find Coleman in front. And it's held to the point by Anderson. He'll work the puck across. Flames set things up, trying to get one back. Here's Anderson, one-timer, shot blocked by McDonough, and he is still down. I think he caught that in the back of the leg, and he is definitely laboring out there. The top shot blocker. Here's another drive and a save by Vasilevsky on that one-timer from the far boards as McDonough slowly makes his way to the Lightning bench.
Yeah, he often turns his back to the shooter because he doesn't want to get hit in the face when he's from distance away. So when you turn around, of course, there isn't any padding really on the back. See how he turns? He turns kind of sideways, kind of backwards. It looks like it hit him in the thigh. Hopefully it's not, or no, maybe the side of the foot, yeah. And that is crippling.
50 seconds to go in this Calgary man advantage. Back to the points. Hanifin off of skates and to the line and out. Quickly move back up to Shillington. And Shillington snaps that puck back in. Sent up around the dasher by Vasilevsky. Picked up now by Belmar. And Belmar puts it up ahead. Joseph can't get the handle on that one, and it's Lucic at center. Noah Hanifin steps in. Supported by Lucic, back to the point. Hanifin puts it across. One-timer saved by Vasilevsky on a hard shot again by Shillington.
And Jan Rutta saved a goal there because that rebound came out. He had his man going to the net. Jan Rutta right there with Mangiapane saved the goal.
Well, he made the point, and I think accurately, that Vasilevsky had not been called upon to make some many difficult saves up until recently. He's made a couple here in this third period.
Yeah, Calgary turning the heat up, trying to get something going offensively. And here's the one-timer, but then watch on the other side, see how the rebound comes out. Well, you're not going to see Jan Rutta. There's the result of it. But he's right with Mangiapane. Here we'll get a better look. See, use your foot, make sure you have your man, turn around, keep him away from the puck. That was an empty side of the net if Mangiapane is able to drift in there alone.
Brett Ritchie up there. Following up is Dubé. Poked aside by Vasilevsky. Just over 7 minutes remaining in regulation. First of 2 meetings between these two teams. They are set to meet again in early March in Calgary. Here's Points, right side. Braden Points has got a goal tonight, lost his footing, and Calgary takes over from there. Lewis at center, up into the middle for Ritchie. His shot, saved by Vasilevsky. Rebound up and out of play. And we will take a break in a third period that has seen the home team bust this one open. 2 assists from Kucherov, 4 goals on the board, 4-0. Tonight's Road Ahead brought to you by Toyota.
Oh, it's always fun when the Boston Bruins come to town. They are down in the standings right now. They have some games at hand. That'll be a goodie. And New Jersey Devils, an up-and-coming young team with some talent. And then at Buffalo, 2-game little road trip.
Bruins are at home tonight. They are losing 3-2 to the Minnesota Wild as we speak. One of the teams looking up at the Lightning in the Atlantic Division standings. Here's Backlund, steps into the line, gets it to Coleman. Coleman pressured by Perry. Backing up as Tanev, works it across to Shillington. Knocked in by Lucic. Sergachev gets onto the puck, and Coleman gets onto him with 6.5 to go here in the third period. It was a close game after 40. 1-0 has been opened up by the Bolts. Shillington, wrist shot, knocked down by Foot and cleared up ahead to Maroon.
Well, you just had a feeling the way they were playing, the way they were creating, that the Lightning were just due to bust this thing open. The goaltending was terrific, and you got to hand to Vladar. I mean, there's not much you could do on any of the goals that got in on him. Maybe the Killorn one, but that was a bit of a surprise factor, I think. The other ones, just great passing plays by the Lightning. Well,
that's just it. And who was the guy that made the 2 plays that really opened it up? The guy wasn't played in 3 months. Nikita Kucherov with 2 spectacular passes.
He could not play in 3 years, and he'd still be able to come back and get points, I swear.
Here's Johnny Gaudreau out of the box, trying to cut inside on Chernak, and he was cut off. And been with a drive, saved by Vasilevsky. And now Cirelli. Cirelli up the ice with Stamkos. Stamkos trying to get it back to Cirelli. Puck goes in behind the net. Along the sideboards, Killorn to the line for Jan Ruda. Alex Killorn, one of the goal scorers tonight. He's got goals in back-to-back games. So does Palat and Perry. This one's cut off, and now it's Boris Tkachuk. Here comes Tkachuk. He's caught from behind there by Zadorov. Goodbranson takes over from there. Long stretch pass to Mangiapane. Mangiapane, backhander, safe rebound. Hops over the stick of Lindholm. Good burst of speed by Mangiapane. That was Dubé who followed up. There's another quick shot by Mangiapane. And this one rolls in on the Tampa Bay netminder, and he will cover up, and we will take our final break of the night. 4-0 Lightning.
Mangiapane, after a long good pass by Goodbranson, who's coming, Mangiapane is coming with speed. Now what Ruda does is he makes sure that he pushes it to the outside right here. Don't give him 2 chances. This guy's got 18 goals on the season, and he's on a pretty good clip. So hesitate, make him drive wide. It's fine that he's driving wide. Vasilevsky can figure out the rest. When you put a guy on his backhand, he's not nearly as effective as on the forehand. Sometimes it's just really difficult for defensemen to gap up and get in good position, and then all of a sudden the guy's coming at you at 100 miles an hour. You better think fast and do the right thing. Ruda did it.
Sergachev having some problems there, gets helped out by Cal Foot. Andre Palat. Bang pass, gets to Kucherov. Kucherov trying to spy Braden Points off the ice. Dubé back the other way. Rashad scores. Dylan Dubé gets one past Vasilevsky, and the Flames get on the board.
Boy, that puck really jumped off the blade there. Dylan Dubé, who can really fire it. I don't know if this got deflected a little bit by Foot. Dubé's well wide on the outside. Look at Foot's stick. I'm not sure on the follow through. Maybe only Vasilevsky knows on this one whether it just changed trajectory. Yeah, it did. You see there was a little click of the stick there. I don't know if that really split the vision of Vasilevsky or it definitely changed trajectory, and it was also kind of wobbling there. But I think that one just fooled Vasilevsky. It was a heck of a shot by Dubé.
Dylan Dubé is an Alberta boy himself from nearby Cochrane, over by the Lightning bench. Now we got a fight, and this is Eric Goodbranson and Maroon, two heavyweights, and the gloves are off and they go down.
Yeah, during the last TV timeout, Pat Maroon was standing up on the bench and jawing at the other bench. And I wasn't sure, but it looked like it was Goodbranson, and apparently it was. I did not see the start of this one, which happened right in front of the Lightning bench. It was away from the play, so they must have had a continued conversation, and Goodbranson got the drop on Maroon there, which doesn't happen very often. Doesn't look like he's got a scratch on him, though, does it?
He's been there before. Branson had that right moving, and Maroon just couldn't get his balance and get set. Sutter's seen that before.
Yeah, Maroon doesn't come out on the short end of balance or anything else very often. There's Maroon right off the face-off. There's Goodbranson, and there's the conversation. Yeah, there's the collision, but it was part of the conversation before that. Goodbranson's a big man. He's got some leverage. He's got some height difference on Maroon. And here's the conversation I was talking about during the break. What it involved exactly, I don't know. But if there's anything to be said, Pat Maroon's always the one that takes care of it.
So it's now 4-1 after the goal by Dubé. Belmar back in the Calgary zone. Flames have outshot the Lightning here in this third period after being heavily outshot in the first two. But on the scoreboard, it tells a different story. 4-1 Lightning with 3.5 remaining. Up ahead to Lucic at center. His backhander cut off by Joseph. And the Lightning will throw this puck around, take more time off the clock. The Lightning bounced back with a win on Tuesday night after a 3-game winless drought. And since then, they went into Columbus, scored 7 goals, and then tonight they are handling a pretty good Calgary team that is very good on the road. One of the top teams from the Western Conference. Details have been a lot better, haven't they, Brian?
Yes, absolutely. They played a real solid game. You're right, Calgary's getting more shots than them now, but they were up 4-0. So they go into that mode, and they do it when they're up by 1 goal. They know how to shut things down. It was a good shot by Dubé. Most of the time, those won't go in. For Vasi, I think that one was deflected just enough. But the shot totals are not indicative of the Lightning's play dropping off necessarily. It's them going into that shutdown mode, and so therefore they're not going to be as aggressive offensively.
At center, Point. His pass hops off the stick of Kucherov. He'll slap that one in, but it is offside at the Flames blue line. Well, here's the Ackerman Jewelers Diamond Performance of the Night.
Who do you think we're going to give it to? What an effect he's had on the game. Number 86, just brilliant. How about that play? I just love this one. What a thought process, but knowing what's going to happen before it does. That was the epitome of it on that great Point goal. A couple of assists in this game for Kucherov. Multiple shots, multiple attempts at the net. He could have 4 or 5 points in this one with a little bit of luck or less goaltending from Vladar.
Kucherov missed all 56 games last season, as you know, then showed up for Game 1 of the playoffs with a 3-point night on the road at Florida. And here he is, his first game since October 16th. Quick shot goes over the net, and he's got 2 points that really kind of turned the tide in this game. And he's got the puck now. Kucherov trying to dance in there. Almost stepped in as he slithered in with the puck. And he's got it again. Here's Kucherov back past the Point. Point to Foot. Sergachev Turns the puck over to Mangiapane. Andrew Mangiapane's going to leave that for Anderson. His shot is blocked by Foot. And now a penalty coming up against Anderson as he chops down Foot.
We'll see if there's any blood there. This might be 4. Well defended by Foot. A bit of an outnumbered attack there. It was dangerous anyway. The Lightning were getting support back in the middle of the ice, but Foot did a real nice job defending it, pushing the play outside, then blocking the pass across.
4, minor penalty, 2 minutes for high sticking.
And then there's the stick that comes up. It's only 2 minutes, so there's no blood drawn.
So one more power play for the Lightning here to finish this one up with 1:19 on the clock.
The second unit's going to start this one.
Off the draw, Blake Coleman jumps onto that. He was such a key penalty killer for the Lightning. Certainly last season and in the playoffs, last couple of years, really. But man, what a penalty killer he was for them. And he works that puck down the ice. And we have 1 minute to go here in regulation. Flames send it back down. Lightning enjoying a 3-goal lead here as time is going to wind down on this Thursday night in downtown Tampa. Tanev sends it back down. Lightning not getting too aggressive here. Here's a chance up ahead for Kachuk, back to Perry, and they'll set things up. Hedman with a drive, and Vladar makes one more stop.
Victor Hedman, that quick shot, he knew he had Taylor Radish right in front of the net. No loose change on that one. Lightning finally get it in and get it set up. Victor wasn't messing around on this one. Oh, he did get a piece of that too. Radish, nice job deflecting that one. Good, smart, low shot by Victor. Vladar comes out close to the tip, and that's the key to saving those ones.
All the way down and on Vasilevsky, and he's going to leave this for Hedman. And the fans who have stayed right till the end get up and out of their seats. On a night they see Nikita Kucherov return to the lineup. And they pull away in the third period and win this one 4-1, and led by 2 assists on the return of number 86, Nikita Kucherov, and the Lightning win it 4-1. They won 8 of their last 9 games on home ice, and they will face the Boston Bruins on Saturday night. A reminder to make sure to stay tuned for Lightning Live postgame. That postgame show presented by Advent Health. What a night at the barn. Kucherov is back. On behalf of my partner, Brian Engblom, and our entire crew, this is Dave Brenner saying thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you Saturday night when the Bruins are in town. Lightning win it 4-1 final.